All right, hey, how we doing today? How we doing? How's everyone doing today? Doing pretty good. If you guys happen to hop on live, if you hop on live, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me do a few things while Facebook goes out there and does its thing. So we're gonna talk about stinky breath, right? Stinky breath. Not in the form of what you're thinking, but I definitely want to shoot this video to help some people out, maybe help out with some mindset things and different things like that. But if you definitely hop on live, let me know where you're coming in from. I want to give a special shout out to all my replay viewers. If you are a replay viewer and you watch this a little bit later, just drop a number 1 so I'll know and give you a quick shout out later on. Also too, if you hop on and you share, just type in the words share at the bottom so I can give you a personal shout out right then and there, and we'll kind of do our thing. But it's been a great day down here in Houston. Been a really busy and productive day. Pretty nice weather. We're going to talk a little bit today about commission breath. All right, so not the breath in what you're thinking. You probably see the title and say, wow, your breath stinks. But we're going to talk about the commission breath of what people have, and really in the network marketing niche. So if this is your first time with me, my name is Randy Johnson, and what I do is I teach network marketers the mindset, daily habits, and secret sauce to building a network marketing business. And so what is that? What is the commission breath? The commission breath really is the people who are going around and they're real needy, and they all you can hear is how can I make this commission? How can I make the next sale? And listen, if you've ever been in that position to where people are kind of coming at you and saying, hey, you can kind of tell, you can feel the energy that they just kind of need the sale, or they're kind of coming from a desperate place. It's just not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling for really either party. Okay, and so we're just going to kind of talk about and throw some ideas around. If you happen to hop on live, just make sure that that you drop a few comments and things like that. So, one of the biggest things that I think in network marketing, especially in network marketers, what they do is especially in the beginning and they're new, if they've never done any sales or owned a business or anything like that, they just kind of come off as like, hey, listen, let me get you going and getting this and that, and they're counting their commissions, right? They're counting, if I get this person, I can make, X amount of money. And that really is just not a good place to come from. It's not an abundant place to come from. Okay, so when a lot of people come from that kind of a place, like, hey, if I get this person, they're counting their check, it's really not a good place to come from. So in anything in sales or even in network marketing, you do have to go through some numbers. So the analogy that we use in our company is 4 aces in a deck, okay? So imagine that you had a deck of cards, okay? And they always tell you it's a numbers game. Well, if you have to flip through a couple of cards and there's 4 aces, how fast do you flip through the cards? See, you may get a 3 or 4 or 5 or a king or a queen or a jack, but they're not an ace, right? So you got to kind of flip through the cards and sort through them faster and faster and faster. And so, where people really kind of misstep or get misguided on this particular type of business and network marketing is they don't interview, okay? You need to interview people, and you really need to say, hey, is this someone that I would like to partner with? Is this someone that I wouldn't mind actually sitting down with and building a long-term kind of a partnership? Because that's really what it is, especially in network marketing or in direct sales. Unless you're selling like, hey, I'm selling this person a product, even still, you don't want to come off with the commission breath. You don't want to come off like, hey, let's get you going. Find a niche, find some things, find a place in there that's a need for them. That's a need for your customer, because even if you get them on a commission breath, you want long-term income, right? So you want your product or your service to be a fit for them. Okay, does that make sense? All right, if that's making sense, drop a number 2. Okay, you want them to have something long-term. You want them to be a long-term customer user or a long-term product user or whatever it is of your product or your service. So you still don't want to come up with that, oh, let me just get you going and think about a one-time commission. Okay, those are people who own like who do like real estate, or who are like car salesmen. They get one big commission off of one sale. That's not what you do here in network marketing. You want to actually have someone that you wouldn't mind working with for a long period of time, or someone who you wouldn't mind actually, being around and being in their presence, and vice versa. So instead of saying, hey, this is what we can do for you and that type of stuff, interview them. Say, hey, listen, why would this be a fit for you? How do you see us working together? Do you see that being a formidable partnership? Do you see us doing great things? How do you view it? Okay, and you ask and you interview people. Okay, find their hot buttons. Those are things that you really need to do and shift in the mindset in the way that you kind of think about it. If you can shift and begin to interview people, okay, then it puts you in a different position rather than, having to stink commission breath, right? So, if that's making sense to you, make sure you drop a number 2 below. So what are some of the kind of daily things that that you really want to take into consideration when you're doing a daily operation, when you're operating on a daily thing? One of the biggest things, especially now in network marketing, you'd be pressed to find a company who doesn't have some form of an online tool, some form of online video or things like that. So one of the things that we do is we make sure that we send someone an online video so they can go ahead and push play and check it out, and it separates from you. If they need something, hey, I need to understand more about the trips. Hey, you send them to another video, okay? Because see, a lot of times people get in and they want to be the man or the woman or the person who's kind of doing everything. And that's cool in the beginning. It's like, hey, I got this. I'm the person. I got all this. Everybody come to me. I'm the man. I got all the answers. Yeah, that's cool. But here's what they're missing. They're not thinking long term. Okay? They're not thinking, well, hey, here's what it's going to equal to. It's going to equal to people not. People always reaching out to you. So imagine you have thousands and thousands of people on your team. Do you want everybody reaching out to you? And that's not something that's going to actually be duplicatable. Okay, because if someone needs to learn about the compensation plan, and then you teach them, and then they got to teach somebody else, and they got to see that, it's easier to use the tools. Point them to a tool and things like that. So that should be a part of your daily operation, is saying, hey, listen, and besides, it'll make you more productive. You can, instead of explaining something to 12 different people, okay, if you got a bunch of people on your team asking you a question, shoot a video, okay? Shoot a video, answering that question, and then say, hey, what is this? And you point them to the video and you keep it moving, because that's gonna take a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, and you need to be out there actually working with some of your leaders, or if you're not at a certain level, make sure that you're actively prospecting and reaching out to people. So that right there, again, will help you avoid the commission breath, because why? You're becoming someone who's using their time wisely, using their resources wisely, different things like that. So I hope that's helping you out. Make sure that you drop a number 3 below if that's helping you on out. Okay, so here's kind of the secret sauce to what we're doing here. All right, and making sure that you don't have that commission breath is, it really comes down to posture. Okay, and where does posture come from? Posture comes from belief. Posture comes from knowing that hey, I've got the right company, I've got the right product, I've got the right service. That's knowing that what you have is 100% down. That in order to come off not having that commission breath, you definitely want to have that posture and that belief in you, knowing that, you know what, no matter what happens, I'm going to find the right people. Okay, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, I'm going to find the right people. I'm going to find the right customers. I'm going to find the right business partners. See, that's just kind of knowing. That's having faith. That's knowing that, hey, no matter what, this thing, it will work. Okay, and so you don't want to come off and being desperate and things like that. No one likes that. It's just not a place that people want to be. Okay, a place of desperation. So understand this, there's never a shortage of people. Okay, there's never a shortage of people. There's always tons and tons of people all around. Okay, someone turns 18 every day. All right, someone's born every day. So there's never ever a shortage of people. You can look on Facebook, there's billions of people there. There's billions of people everywhere all around the world. So there'll never be a shortage of people. All right, so as long as you have that and operate out of abundance instead of operating out of desperation or a scarcity mindset, okay, you'll always come off as someone who has a lot of clout, a lot of posture, and people will become attracted to you. And not only that, but the right type of people will become attracted to you. So let's say hypothetically that someone comes in and says, oh, well, I tried I tried 5 of those things before and it just really didn't work. And, none of those things ever really worked for me. You have to be okay with letting them go. You have to be okay with saying, hey, you know what? This industry or this profession just may not be for you. Okay? See, someone with commission breath like, oh, well, we can work with you, or, this is how we're different and things like that. And no, like, hey, well, listen, maybe this just isn't a fit for you. Maybe what we do in this profession just doesn't work for you. And that's okay. Okay, that's okay. You have to be okay with that, because everything doesn't work for everyone. And as long as you understand that, then you'll know that you have to let some people go. You have to say, hey, listen, what we do just may not be for you. Okay, what we're working on may not be for you. And if you come across in that manner, again, that's posture, that's belief, that's knowing what you have and being able to articulate that and come off in that manner. And that's not fake, that's phony, that's just knowing what you have. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that helps you out. Make sure you get rid of that stank commission breath that you got going on, because it's smelling all over the place and no one likes it. The biggest thing for you to do is just to kind of reach out to people and just see who's open. See who's open, see who's open, see who's open. Some people are open at different points in life. Some people may come back to you a year from now. Some people may come back to you 2 years from now. Okay? Some people may come back to you a month from now. Whatever it is. But you just have to see who's open. Instead of like, hey, do you want to do this? You should do No, not everyone should do everything all at the same time. Some people have different points in their life, and you just make sure that you're at the right place in the right position in order to help those people. Okay, is that making some sense? All right. If it is, make sure you drop a number 4, and we definitely want to give you some value from that. Listen, if you are inside of network marketing, okay, and you're looking for good, high quality people to talk to, make sure that you head on over to meetrandyjohnson.com. Enter your name and email. I'll hand over to you your How to Prospect Good People in 15 Seconds or Less. It's a PDF and audio on how exactly I was able to reach out to someone I did not know and sponsor them in less than 30 minutes. All right, so someone cold and just higher quality people than maybe you're reaching out to now. So I hope that helps you. I'll check you all out tomorrow. Have an awesome, awesome day.